Now, what are we gonna do today? First, let's look for bad guys. Look how much nicer it is at being in an open area. You can see mobs from 100 blocks away, and it is pretty clear out. That's nice. Very nice. Let me run over here. This is where I left off. I think upon some grass. Good, there's some trees over there, so that's a good source of wood. Here's where that was a tree, but I forgot to pick up any saplings. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is just punch grass every now and then. Oh, there's a creeper. Guy I don't want to see. Luckily they're slow. I really don't have a good enough weapon to deal with him right now. Best weapon is just to run. I can actually run right... There he is. I can actually run right back into my little hole for now and put the block up, but if I do that I'll be trapped in there and won't be able to get out. So, is he still on my ass? No, he's going to camp out right in front of my house. Super. So I'm going to explore this direction thanks to Creeper Dude. I can use my marker to get me home. The closest thing I have to a weapon in case that creeper is there is a pickaxe. So this could be ugly. On the other hand, there's a bat. Those are reasonably new. That means there's a cave nearby. But for now, it's the creeper I'm worried about. They will sort of quietly go away about halfway through the day. But okay, so I made it back in here. I'm going to put my creeper barrier back up. I'm going to say this is day 2. Things are going pretty well. I realized that I need a few more things. An axe, usually a stone axe, is good enough to start with. Make sure the creeper doesn't just show up in the window and kick my butt. And need to take my iron out. Definitely iron sword as soon as possible. Now that's looking good. And I have 2 iron left. Don't forget to craft the item. Just putting it there and looking at it isn't going to help. There we go. Now sword there. And I can cook my meat. Looking pretty good. Got some trees to plant wherever I need them. And some stuff I can just put in this stash. Really don't need this stuff right now. Don't need that much of the cobble. And as I'd say, it's looking good on day 2. That was day 2 or day 3. Yeah, you lose track. Time is weird in here. A day and a half has passed in the real world. A fraction of a second has passed here. The sun is halfway up, so we have time to hit a few more objectives for the day. Hope that creeper's not still around. Let's check quickly. Creeper, no. Now, let me check my iron. Do I have it? 2 iron is good enough to make sheep shears. And these are really handy, because one early objective is to get 3 wool so you can make a bed. And I believe, even in single player, a bed is handy because when you die you respawn in the last place that you slept. So I'm just gonna hold these shears and right click these dudes. They're all gonna look at me all sad. Alright, I got enough for 2 beds. Now, I don't want to forget my original objective, which was just to simply explore. And I'm going to follow my markers back to my original little cave, because this is a pretty useless wasteland. You know, I could build a town out here, and I could make it. Here's my next marker. Whoa, don't fall in the cave. I could make it out here. It's kind of be a long drag. So I'm going to go back to my original location, following these handy markers. And then tomorrow I will set out in a different direction. You know, again, run until about noon, leave lots of clear markers behind, and, you know, see what's out in the other directions. Whoa, that is an interesting little... Don't trust the ground, you never know. But weird stuff might just pop up. Holes under your feet. Drop you down into another pit like the one I started in. Yeah, look at these markers. They sure do make it easy. You would have really no chance of navigating this just by memory. And then usually I'll go back and build roads. There's my marker up there. I build roads following the markers and then take the markers down. Of course, jungle makes road building extremely tedious also. So still heading this way, there's some water. There's some water. Ow. My ankles. And there's my original home. Check that out. Now, let me see what I'm doing as far as... Oh, I only have 2 seeds? Well, that's ridiculous. Come on. I need more seeds than that. Okay, 3. 3 seeds is about your minimum. I'm going to build this out a little bit, just in case I really don't find anything better in the next day or two. What I'm going to do is give myself a little bit of land to play with. So it's going to be like my own little wharf. And how are we doing time-wise? Sun's going down. I got one quick task to do, and that is to quickly come in here. Was that gravel? Darn it, they made gravel look just like cobblestone. Can I make a hoe? And what I'm going to do is I'll plant my seeds. Later on you can do this a little more elaborately as far as farming goes. And be careful not to step on these because you'll revert them back to grass. Oh, and don't put friggin' dirt on top. Okay, number 2 is my seeds. Alrighty, there we have some seeds. Sun's going down. I'm gonna run in my hole, and I'll be back in a flash. Okay, so we're cozy in our little hovel here, little hole in the ground. But this time we have enough materials to make a bed. So I'm just going to give myself a little room. And wherever you place your bed, the ceiling needs to be 3 blocks tall, or you'll whack your head in the morning when you get out of bed. Actually, I have lived in apartments and small places where that happens in real life, so... Here we go. Bed. A bed takes... is pretty simple. Just 3 blocks of wood, 3 blocks of wool, which is pretty much essentially exactly what a futon is. So it's a futon. Okay, there we go. Now the bed is very handy because you see it's getting dark, sun's going down, it's going to be all creepy and nasty out. If you go to your bed and right click, now it's not quite nighttime yet, so it's not going to let me do that. But the trick is if you can click very close to, like very soon after the sun goes down, then you can actually skip night before any of the monsters get to spawn. Here we go. So there's a really good chance here that I did it you know, you get about maybe the first minute, 2 minutes or so. You can probably still pull that off, but there's a good chance. Look, it's morning. There's a good chance that I went to sleep before any monsters spawn, so it will help keep it nice and safe for my journey today. And today I'm going to strike out directly across, because I vaguely remember that I came across this location from across the pond. So today I'm going to run across the pond. And I will see you in the next episode. We'll see how that goes.